Hello, beautiful souls. Thanks for being here today for another episode of Magical Moments. It's always such a joy to be here creating these episodes and videos and diving deeper into these topics that I really hope support you during these times that we're in. So today I wanted to talk about a phrase that I use when I am caught right inside of conditioning or programming or the collective narrative that tells me that I can't do what I want to do, that my purpose doesn't matter, that what's the point? I don't even understand what I'm doing. What's my next step? And the words that I land on when I arrive in those moments are, use me for good. And this is what I offer up to God, the universe, divine source, and just say, use me for good. I am here for evolution. I am here for a better way of living. I am here for the goodness of humanity. I am here for a new path forward for us all. Use me for good. And then I let that settle, right? I arrive in a place of quiet. I arrive in a place of contemplation, meditation, and I let happen whatever happens. And inside of that space, I will receive an idea. I will receive an inspiration. I will feel a sense of peace and calm and knowing that I am connected to something greater than myself. I remember that my mind, right, has gotten caught up in the conversation and it is louder than my soul. That the stories that are not just my stories, but the stories that we all share here in the collective narrative have gotten really loud. And right now, they are really loud. There is so much happening out there in the collective that we are all feeling, right? So the way I work with the energetic body and that I understand the architecture of the energetic body is that we all have our physical form, right, where the energy is very close to the surface. Then we have our structured energy, which lays over the top of that, which is our light body. And then we have our aura or our personal space bubble that goes around us. And what happens in these times when the outside noise is so loud is that it is going to press on our personal space bubble. And if we have anything that is resonating with that, or if we are anywhere in a thought process that is connected to that, our bubble will just collapse. And then here we are feeling the pressure of what is outside in the world, but we're feeling it inside as if it's our own. And it can be very, very convincing because it really feels like it's mine or yours, right? Like we're caught in the energetic aftermath of what is going on outside. Any event that is physical is also happening in the energetic and spiritual world. And so we are feeling the backlash of that. So I will push my bubble out in these spaces and then use me for good. Use me for good. I'm here for evolution. I'm here for something different, right? I'm bringing in this mantra or this way of interacting with divine intelligence, divine source. I'm looking outside and the trees are there and they nature, right? This evolutionary path of nature that we are all on, and we are part of the earth. I am a being, just as the tree is a being, just as the river is a being, as the mountain is a being, as my dog is a being. We are all interconnected. And when we can come back to this place of remembering that, remembering we're not alone, remember that there is a divine spiritual fabric that weaves us all together, and that through this fabric, we feel what other people are feeling. And so pushing out my personal space, coming back to use me for good, helps me navigate this terrain with a tool that helps me not feel so overwhelmed when the outside noise collapses my bubble and it becomes louder, right, than my inside noise. So how do you cultivate the noise inside you, the vibration inside you, the purpose inside you, the goodness that you are here to share? How do you allow that to fill your bubble and be greater than the outside noise? And for me, it is use me for good. Use me for good. What is the thing that wants to come through me today? And for me, right, it's my work. It's what I create. It's how I support my clients. It's how I support you. For you, it might be something totally different, right? It could be about your kids. It could be about your relationships. It could be about your job. It could be about how you want to just be more creative in life, and that you know that waking up this part of you will change something in you. It will take away the monotony. It will take away the noise. It will give you something deeper to hold on to, and something to nourish you and support you when times feel really hard. And allowing yourself to be permeated by nature is also going to help, right? It's also going to bring you out of the collapse, because as we get out in nature, the beauty around us, the sounds, the scents, the smells, the stillness, the silence, the very, very methodical and rhythmical patterns that are imbued in nature are able to come into our field and help us expand that bubble, so that then we can be in our bubble interacting, but not overwhelmed and collapsed by everything external. So use me for good. Use me for good. I have found that anytime I have called in this request, this prayer, this mantra, something new has happened. I have been able to see something different. I've been able to step into a new way of being. And I want to share that with you, and know that there is hope in this way of being, right? Being the catalyst for change, and knowing that you are working directly with evolution and the evolutionary forces of nature, where God can access you, where the earth can access you, right? These are the elements that fill up our bubble. The Kundalini comes in from the earth, and divine inspiration comes down from above, and then they fill our bubble. And yet, in these times of collapse, all that gets squashed out, and then all we're left with is this noise. So it's allowing that bubble to come back out. It's allowing the earth and divine source to fill you. And then from this place, how are you being a part of this evolutionary times that we are in? So thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe to the videos, and I will see you in the next episode.